welcome to our FIU CARTA and general university audience to this new space that we are creating. I have the pleasure today to welcome in Professor Raymond Ray Ellman. Thank you, Professor, for taking the time to create with us this new space. He is the founding editor-in-chief of Inspicio, and he is also a writer, editor, founder of several magazines, and longtime artist. So thank you so much. We are going to be previewing some of the content that is going to be on the magazine every Monday. So this will launch previous to that. So you guys can catch it on social media across FIU Ratcliff and FIU CARTA social platforms. So welcome in, Professor Ellman.
Thank you, Maggie. And I'm really excited to be doing this with you because it's your idea to, in a sense, be looking forward all the time of what's coming down the pike from Inspicio Arts. We actually just changed our name with the last issue of the e-magazine from Inspicio to Inspicio Arts because Dennis Scholl, who's the CEO of Ulite Arts, said to me, nobody knows what Inspicio is. You got to figure out a way to get arts in there. I said, okay. I started Provincetown Arts Magazine, and I started Cincinnati Arts Magazine. Now we've got Inspicio Arts, and everybody knows it has something to do with art. Across all art disciplines, I should add.
So just to get everybody acclimated, you know, the magazine focuses a lot on very high profile guests that you interview. And this Monday, you are going to be premiering Stephanie Bertini, which some of our audience here in the Miami, South Florida area will be familiar with because Stephanie spent over a decade at WTVJ NBC6, and she has now climbed the ranks and will be a correspondent at the Black News Channel, better known as BNC. And she will be focused, I guess, on a lot of stories that are happening right here in Miami and in Florida, but she's also going to be catering to a broader audience. So Ray, kind of tell us, you know, you spoke to her, what made her have this transition happen?
Well, I think that's a great question because Stephanie, I don't know if the word ambitious has a negative or positive context, but she's from Toronto and she's always had her eyes set on goals that are over the horizon. So she started off as a broadcast journalist in Toronto, but she always wanted to be in the U.S. market, and she got job offers from U.S. affiliates, eventually being at NBC News in Miami, and she always wanted to be on a national platform, which is what BNC is. It's a relatively new channel, and from my perspective, it seems like a great time to be launching a Black news channel because there's been so much awareness built over the last few years about how much of Black news and Black history has been suppressed, not only from white people, but from people of, you know, brown and Black people as well. And we're all learning so many things that we'd never heard of before, like the Tulsa Massacre, for example. And so I think she's in a great place at a great time. And the stories I've seen that she's done are a great, I think will appeal to all audiences and are really interesting.
She sits on the Leadership Council at the Lillian Lodge Copenhagen Center for the Advancement of Women in Communication at FIU. Did she talk at all about what she's been doing there?
So the reason she joined the advisory board is she's always had in mind, again, looking to the future, of interacting with students and giving back to students. And she went back to school and got an advanced degree in journalism so that she would be able to teach. I think she has a teaching gig coming up this year. And so she wants to get more and more involved with higher education and journalism.
Okay, so we can expect to see more interesting personalities in the magazine, and they will be premiering. Ray and I will be having this conversation every week, and then you guys can catch the full interview on the magazine. Ray, can you direct the audience to where they're able to download these interviews?
So there's two main channels. If you just go to in your browser and just type Inspicio, inspicio.fiu.edu, no www, just type that, and that'll take you to the website. And we also have an e-magazine for mobile devices, but only for iPads and iPhones. That's on the same platform as the New Yorker magazine. And that's kind of our work at its most beautiful, because it's organized into, say, 17 stories that you can read on your mobile device or watch the video on your mobile device. So all you have to do is go to the App Store on your mobile device, search for Inspicio, INSPICIO, and you'll find the app and just install it. It's free, and the 13 magazines we published so far are free. And
yeah, and I'll note that on the post where to go and get the full article on these personalities.
Great.
Well, thank you so much, Ray. You'll catch both of us. I didn't introduce myself at the beginning, but I should have. I am an adjunct faculty member for CARTA, but I am also the podcast producer for Tech Conversations, which is presented by the FIU Ratcliff Art and Design Incubator. And Ray and I are going to be doing this session every week to promote these great interviews with these very high-end personalities. So thank you, and keep tuning in.
It's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to next week.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, everyone.